Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, the video game series in which we look at a soon-to-be released game and I give you my first thoughts and impressions on it. Today we're looking at Dungeon Avenger, which is a third-person dungeon crawling experience. You take your man and fight your way through dungeons, battling enemies, etc., and gaining points as you do so. As you can see here, there is a leaderboard that is fairly hefty already. I am not at that level, and I don't think I will ever be at that level. But as always, we will go through the options first, then I'll take you through to the gameplay, and you can decide for yourself whether this is a game that you would enjoy. So let's not waste any more time and jump straight into the settings. And here we are. This is it. You get your resolution, you get your full screen, quality presets, anti-aliasing, and texture quality. That's it for your graphics. There is nothing else. Now, to be fair, it is a pretty third-rate graphic game. There's not a huge amount going on. The models are very simplistic, so I don't really wonder at it. What would be nice is if they limited the frame rate, or at least allowed you to limit your frame rate or select your frame rate that you would like. And maybe an FOV slider as well wouldn't go amiss with a game like this, because being able to see your oncoming enemies is rather useful. Audio settings, there are a lot here. This is actually fairly robust and quite impressive. Also doesn't start you on maximum volume either, which is nice. You can restore all your settings and then that's it. That's your options menu. It's very, very basic, but then the game is very, very basic. And speaking of the game, let's jump in and see what it's all about. Alright, here we are then. We start on the 12th floor, and you have to basically work your way down to freedom. The first thing I'm going to notice or point out is the movement is really weird. The model walks sort of odd, and you get this like bobbing action with the camera, which is a bit nauseating. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a fan. It makes me feel quite ill. Second thing that you'll have noticed from that encounter is that the combat is horrendous. The AI is stupid, and I mean genuinely really stupid. They'll run up to you and then just not do anything, or at least try to hit you, but there's this really weird disconnect between how it happens. You've got a roll which you can use that doesn't actually roll, it kind of does a jump. The hitboxes are odd, like really odd. You've got your light attack, and then you've got a heavy attack, and then you can block with your right mouse button. It's really odd. Like, there's no targeting, which is a bit annoying, and you, like I say, you can't do anything other than just run up and hit them. The jump button or the roll button doesn't actually roll you, it just kind of shuffles you forward a bit. You've got an energy bar and a health bar, and you've got armor and a weapon status. Now that means that you can run out of durability, and once you've run out of shield it just kind of disappears and you're screwed. Enemies do not drop loot, so you have to find the loot from around, and you can die really quickly. You do get health potions, you do get stamina potions, and you will need those stamina potions more than anything else, because you run out of stamina really, really quickly, and once you run out of stamina, you genuinely can't do anything. I'm really not impressed with this. It's like, I'd expect something like this from, I don't know, early 2000s at best. This is not really worthy of a game of 2021. Another thing that I'm really not a fan of is the timer at the top center. In some areas of this dungeon, it's really hard to read. Like, give it a border or something, or, you know, put it somewhere that's not top center that merges in with some of the red bricks. As somebody who is colorblind, it's horrendous. I really don't like it. I'm not really a fan of this game at all. The combat is unintuitive and not that great. It's done on a score system, but you don't see your score. It'd be nice if there was a counter or something that I could see how I'm doing score-wise, but it doesn't really matter. You just deal with these ogre things that run at you with a rusty knife, and you have to go around. And I'm assuming just finding a sword. You seem to not be able to tank that much in the way of damage. I'm sure there's skill in moving about and jumping out the way and doing all manner of fancy things, but I've got no inclination to try and learn. I'm just not having fun, and it doesn't seem like it's worth it, you know? The blood effects are okay. It seems like most of the development has gone into the blood effects itself. The fact that when you are doing your little combo here, the fact that your camera's shaking with it as well is just, it's not fun. I'm genuinely feeling quite sick doing this. If there was a way to target which enemy you were going for and a way to actually hit them, that would be great. But this random horde of people that just come at you and randomly do half your damage and just kill you instantly as you try and hit them with a rusty knife and then run out of stamina so you can't do anything, it's just not enjoyable at all. And this is what I mean about the AI being a bit slow. He killed me by running at me. But there you go. This is Dungeon Avengers. It is not a good game in my personal opinion. I have not had a good time on it. The combat is horrendous. The camera shake gives me nausea. And the settings are lackluster. Let me know in those comments down below, though, if you disagree with me, if you agree with me, what you think of the game as a whole. And thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.